Hi, I'm Cerise. Welcome to my try-on haul. I have a super heavy and full bag full of clothes that I'm gonna haul for you and try on. My OOTD today is this dress with the matching headband. I love this dress, it's so cute, and I have a lot more summer dresses, mini skirts, and just summer clothes in here that I have to haul. And we're starting with a TikTok famous top. I don't know if it's famous in the whole world, but in my area at least, this is TikTok famous. Yes, it's this top. It's from New Yorker. It's basically the perfect flowy, ruffly and frilly summer top, and I also got it in black. I think it's all the way at the bottom of my bag though, so I'm gonna try this on first. It ties together in the front. Oh, and of course I'm not paid to promote any of the clothes in this video. I all buy them myself because I like them, but if you like my YouTube channel and you want to support it, check out my Patreon. So this is from a store called New Yorker. It was €9.99 and it ties together in the front and it's just so adorable. It's also the perfect shade of pink. It's not salmony, it's not orange. It's truly blush pink. And see, it's in the same cool toned pink as my dress. What caught my eye with this top are all of the ruffles, and we can see different type of ruffles in this top. Let's check out the ones in the middle of the top first. The two lines, those are called double-edged ruffles. So you take a very long rectangular piece of fabric and then you fold it horizontally, and then in that fold you will place a cord, and then you will stitch right on top of that closely to the fold line. Then you can pull the cord and it creates a ruffled look. At the décolleté, we have spiral ruffles, and when you go to the middle and then downwards, those are cascading ruffles. Both of them are made from a piece of fabric that is cut in a circle. The cascading ruffles are literally a circle, and the spiral ruffle is one continuous piece of fabric that is cut in a spiral. I'm wearing this ruffle summer princess top with my Brandy Melville shorts, and I have tried the shorts on for you before, but I actually made them more low waist. And the way that you do that is you actually have to get rid of some of the gusset, or where the base of your pants is, so you don't cut off the top. Of course you can do that, but I wanted the leg to be longer at the same time, so I cut off some of the base of the pants, and that's how you do it. And for this try on haul, that by the way is a 2-part video, I'm also going to have a 3rd part, which will be its own little video where I try everything on again after I have altered it to my wishes. So this is the before basically, and this before is split into 2 videos. If you look closely, you can see that this fabric has a lot of tiny little pleats, and how those are created, I'm going to explain with the next dress. So there is no zipper or anything. What is holding the top together are these 2 strings at the front, and there's a little like teeny tiny hole on the top of your stomach, so you can have something shine through a little bit, and I decided to have these 2 glittery straps there. Mine are part of the bra. It's a Victoria's Secret bra, but you can also wear a body chain under your clothes. That is always super cool for the summer. It looks super nice. The next item is a beautiful summer dress. I found it in a store called Giulietta. I've never been in that store. I just had leftover time that day and that store was there, so I just went in it and I found this gorgeous white dress. I have so many similar dresses like this one on my Pinterest boards because I really wanted a long summer dress that is also beautiful and I can wear to a ton of occasions, and it's just comfortable. I can also feel beautiful, and look at these strings here. So it's braided in white, gold, and like this old pink / beige, and there's Eyelet cotton all over it. My absolute favorite fabric. They're super beautiful details, and you know what? This was 35 euros. Look at all the beautiful golden details. I was looking for a dress like this in a lot of different stores, and most of them, oh, and look at the cute pom-poms. Hello. And I found long white summer dresses in a lot of stores, similar dresses like this, but they did not have a similar price. They were like 230 euros, around that. So this was a steal, super affordable, and I'm really happy about that. Look at all these details. I hope I can get a really beautiful full body shot of me wearing this, because it's kind of hard to show how beautiful and how many details there are on this dress. I love these pom-poms. They're so adorable, playful, and cute. They are made out of wool, and originally in Greece they weren't just a decorative item. They actually have a very distinctive place in traditional clothing in Greece, especially for a footwear called, now I'm sorry if I mispronounce it, I never learned Greek, but I can try, tsarouchi. I'm very sorry if it's mispronounced. I'm so sorry, I can learn. It's a type of shoe traditionally worn by the presidential guards. And the pom-pom on top of the toes was used to keep that area waterproof. There was only one size for this dress because it was one size fits all. Now I don't know if I want to adjust this or not. As you can see, the back is way too low for me, and I might also want to make it tighter or not, because I kind of like the laid back, carefree vibe it gives me when it's just hanging lower on the back. I do like the length though, I'm not going to change that. It could even be longer. Now look at this beautiful eyelet fabric. The way you can memorize that this is called eyelet fabric is because the fabric is characterized by these little holes in it. You know, holes, eyes, eyelet, okay? And eyelet fabric is a type of embroidery. It's English embroidery. It's not necessarily a summer fabric, but it's perfect for summer because the little holes let the air flow through your garments, and that just makes it super breathable. The way you would make an eyelet is that first you have to cut a hole, and of course we know that once you cut fabric, it is bound to fray, and we don't want the fraying edges, which means you're going to bind the edges with embroidery, and that's how you get an eyelet. So this might be an English type of embroidery, but this dress also makes me feel like a Greek goddess. Of course, there are plenty of different gorgeous Greek goddess dresses, but looking at this dress, the reason that I feel like that is just because of this long white flowy fabric that is cinched at the waist with this golden belt. Now it's not really a belt, but it gives the look of it. And imagine how cute it will look to pair this with beautiful golden sandals. Now I am wearing these pink, full of rhinestones, bedazzled high heels. I wouldn't really wear these with this dress. These are just the high heels that I chose for this try-on haul. So with a lot more golden details or white details, accessories, I could definitely create a look, an outfit that would make me feel like an off-duty goddess. And in this video, and also the next one, you'll be able to see me hold the dresses in place oftentimes or letting go of them again. It's just because I'm trying to test what would look better and how I'm going to alter them for the altered video. All in all, we can definitely say that this dress was heavily inspired by Greek fashion. It's so special and beautiful. Definitely share your favorite clothing item that I've tried on in this video in the comment section down below. And tell me your favorite colors to wear in the summer. For me, it's of course baby pink, blue, yellow, and white. I think everyone looks great in baby pink, and did you know that it used to be seen as a strong color for boys? Although the first use in fashion was in the Rococo era or late Baroque, and Rococo is one of my favorite styles of art. It has always been. I love it so much. Another dress that'll be a little bit harder to show, but it's this dress that is full of this pleated material. So this is strictly hand wash because there is basically no way you could iron this because these are all pleats. They're giving me Marilyn Monroe vibes, her famous white dress. It also had a lot of pleats. This is from a brand called Eyelet, and this was 170 euros. And this dress has this beautiful crisscross in the back. It also has an open back so you don't get hot. When dresses have an open back, it's important that you can wear them without a bra, and I think this is the case with this one. It really fits nicely, and this is also a dress I have to show you tried on, just like all of the clothes in this video obviously, but this is so long I cannot fit it in the camera frame. But I love the turquoise, the blue, and the pink flowers. It's so cute for summer, and it's also long, and it will be so beautiful in the summer wind. How are the pleats created in the fabric? Let's say you want to make a gored skirt like the one in the video, which means that it is tighter at the top and flared at the bottom. First, you would want to circle cut your pieces of fabric, which leaves you with more fabric at the bottom than the top. Then you need, let's say, 2 strong pieces of paper of the same shape, also cut in circles, half circles, or whatever you would need for your skirt. So you need 2 of the same sheets of paper for 1 piece of fabric, and then you would start folding the sheets of paper. And if you can imagine it, maybe I'm gonna do a visual representation of what I'm explaining right now, but the top, so you're gonna start folding the sheets of paper in pleats, so the top plates will look a bit tighter and the lower part of the sheet of paper will have wider pleats. Now you make a sandwich. You take 1 sheet of paper, then the fabric laid flat on top of that sheet of paper, and then you take the second sheet of paper and lay it on top. So the fabric is sandwiched. Now you have to fold everything together and bind it with strings or something similar. Basically that it can all stay folded in place. And then you carefully place it in a hot steam chamber. So that's how much effort is put into making these tiny pleats that remind us of Marilyn Monroe. And that's why you have to be careful with the fabric, because it's kind of hard to replicate once the pleats are gone. For more of my content, check out my Instagram. I post pictures, stories, and such, and it's at holly.cerise. You can also see it written down on the screen. I love to show things such as fashion, my baking, architecture, and everything cute. But of course, my passion for fashion is super strong, and on Instagram is also where I'm going to post pictures of my cosplay once it's done. I'm currently in the process of making it, and I'm making YouTube videos for it. So of course, the people who are going to see it first are the people on YouTube, because one of the videos is already up. It's in one of my slice of life vlogs. And that's why I would suggest to subscribe so you don't miss out on me sewing and all of my arts and crafts projects. A question that I get asked from you guys sometimes is how I learned how to sew. And when I was a child, I actually went to a Catholic girls' school, and that's where they taught us how to sew. And then later I got myself a sewing machine, and I just teach myself. And whenever I forget about a skill that I used to have, or I want to learn something new, I simply go on YouTube and watch tutorials. That's why I love YouTube so much. And yeah, I just teach myself like that. And it's not even hard. So if you want to start, maybe you can borrow a sewing machine or get a cheap one. They're great too, and watch YouTube tutorials. And if you aren't trying to make these big projects and just want to fix your own clothes, honestly, just get a thread and needle. It's so great to be able to fix your own clothes or alter them to your own wishes. It gives you so much freedom. And I think I'm gonna start linking some of the things that I use, because I use the same stuff for years now and it works great. So have a look out for that in my description boxes, because I think I'm going to start linking these things, because when I watch YouTube videos and people talk about stuff, I always look for links and I'm super happy when I can find it. And of course, it's also great to support the YouTuber. I've been a Lana Del Rey fan for over 10 years, I'm pretty sure. One of my favorite covers of hers was when she was performing Heart-Shaped Box live, and she was wearing a gorgeous blue striped dress. It's not this dress. This dress is from H&M, but I was walking through it. I haven't been to H&M in so long, but they have super cute summer stuff. I had no idea. So I was walking through the store and I was like, oh my god, blue and white stripes. I love blue and white stripes anyway, but I was like, and it's a dress. This totally reminds me of Lana Del Rey performing Heart-Shaped Box, and it's such a an amazing performance. You have to go watch it on YouTube. So this dress has 2 straps on each side and they tie into a bow on the back. I have an old poly dress that is just like that and I think that's so stunning. Does this pattern give you sailor vibes too? And I'm going to explain you exactly why. Lana Del Rey's dress has a little folded sailor collar. Now mine doesn't, but what my dress does have are these blue and white stripes. And these stripes are called Breton stripes. Originally, they were horizontal navy blue and white stripes on the uniform of the French Navy. In case one of the sailors went overboard, it made them easier to spot in the water. So those uniforms are usually the inspiration for blue and white stripes. And the reason why mine aren't navy blue but light blue and vertical is just to adapt them a little bit to this fashion look. These days, designers use all types of stripes and lines in different forms to accentuate different body parts. It looks really cool. Because this dress is light blue with white, I decided to change the ribbon in my hair to a sky blue ribbon. This dress is made of 100% cotton, which is a great choice for summer because it's very breathable. And some more fabrics that are great for summer that don't keep you too hot or anything are, like I said, cotton, then linen, we have viscose, we have silk, and many more, and also seersucker. And little stripes and lines are also a signature characteristic of seersucker fabric. But what makes it different is that the texture of that fabric is puckered or crinkled. It's a super lightweight type of fabric, and these crinkles are created by weaving some threads tighter than others, and that's also how you get this sort of checkered look. While Breton stripes are originally French, seersucker fabric is originally from India. It's another great fabric for the summer because it's lightweight, and the puckered texture basically helps the fabric from not sticking directly on your skin, so there is a little bit of space for the airflow. And it also creates these stripes or this checkered pattern. The fabric itself doesn't have to be colored in these stripes or checkered patterns, but the puckered look is what would support it on top of it, if you get what I mean. Fashion is really a huge passion of mine. I love learning about the history, the different fabrics, styles, and how it's made. Every time I'm interested in something, I want to know how it's made, and the way that I learn it is just learning by doing. I just dive into the deep end of the pool. That's how I like to do it. And when we dive into the deep end, it's not because we know what we're doing, but it's because we're ready to learn, we're ready to mess up, to try, and I want to give you this message on your way to let go of the fear of looking new, unsure, because that's just human, and everyone starts somewhere. If you have this curiosity and also discipline, you can become great at whatever you're trying to do. In my personal opinion, discipline is even more useful than motivation, because when you're not motivated, discipline is what keeps you going. And it's not that you have to do something every single day, but you just have to keep going. This video was originally 1 hour and I cut it down a little bit, but it was still way too long, which is why I decided to make 2 parts. So this is part number 1 and the next video will be part 2. Alright, thanks for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye!